Last year, Judd Ashman was selected by his colleagues on the Gaithersburg City Council to step in as mayor after Sidney Katz was elected to the county council. And in November, the residents of Gaithersburg elected him to serve the remaining 2 years of Councilmember Katz's term. We caught up with Judd Ashman to find out where he plans to direct his energy as mayor in the coming years.
Okay. And here we are.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us today. Your second term as mayor. Talk a little bit about that campaign that you ran to become mayor. Was it a real grassroots effort?
Very much a grassroots effort. This is the fourth time I've been a candidate for election. All of my campaigns have been very grassroots, very knocking on doors and people-powered sort of endeavors.
What were you hearing when you went knocking on those doors? What kind of a response do you get? Do they like that one-on-one?
They do. What's great, and I think knocking on doors is such a healthy thing for us elected officials to do, is because most people don't come to mayor and council meetings and they're not corresponding with us, and so you're getting perspectives from people who are invested in the city, people who care about the city, but you don't otherwise hear.
Talk a little bit about the difference between being a council member, which you were before you became mayor. What are the differences in those two jobs?
In Gaithersburg's government, the mayor actually doesn't have a vote. So as a council member, you're one of 5 votes. What the mayor does in Gaithersburg is you speak for the city, you set the agenda, and I regard it as sort of the conductor of the orchestra. We have all these different players and egos and personalities and agendas, and you have to balance that and do your best to have the process bring the good ideas. It's a wonderful challenge. Wake up in the morning and find yourself mayor of one of the fastest growing, most diverse, most fiscally responsible cities in America. It's a wonderful thing. We have a great team. Staff makes us all look good, so yeah, what's not to like about this job?
The Gaithersburg Book Festival, you are a driving force behind that. That's a big deal here in Gaithersburg. Talk a little bit about that and what has prompted you to look at expanding it.
For those who don't know, it's an event that we have each May where we bring in authors from all over the country. In fact, last May we had 3 from Europe come in. And we're talking about bestsellers, Pulitzer winners, National Book Award winners to come and speak about their work and sign books. It's an amazing event. We've had, the past couple years, we've had 20,000 attendees from all over the region. It's not just the Gaithersburg thing. It's free to attend and free to park. I see a lot of opportunity for growth. We're having publishers now get in touch with us about bigger authors who are doing events. We just did an event with Frederick Forsyth, who you might remember from Day of the Jackal and Odessa File. We did an event with him at the public library. We've done events with David Baldacci and country music star Ricky Skaggs. And these ancillary events are one of the areas in which we'll be growing, and we hope to do them throughout the county, not just in the Gaithersburg area.
Let's switch gears to Crown Farm, which is a highly successful community. What is that annexation into Gaithersburg? What has that done to raise the image of the city?
Crown is going gangbusters, and it is our highest end in terms of the cost of housing there. I'll be really interested to see, as it's fully built out, what our community looks like, what it's made up of. Obviously we got a fabulous restaurant and retail scene going there. It's been a terrific boon for the city.
What's the best solution to reviving Old Town at this point in time? A lot of people, have fond memories, fond thoughts, and they like coming to Old Town. What needs to be done there?
Old Town needs some redevelopment. It's unclear. There's a lot of different kinds of challenges in Old Town, including parking, and the narrowness of streets, and there's some interesting challenges that can be overcome if we all work together. But whether it happens initially, whether this redevelopment and revitalization of the east side of Gaithersburg happens initially in Old Town, or whether it's Lake Forest, something really potent there, I think could also be the catalyst for Old Town. We'll see.
I am signing the letter knowing that Gaithersburg is in good hands. With the selection as Judd Ashman as mayor.
One final question. Sidney Katz, he's a legend here in Gaithersburg. What was it like to step into those shoes?
Thank you for all that you have done for me.
Sidney is a big challenge, and those are huge shoes. Sidney Katz is an amazing mentor. I am so fortunate that he makes himself available to me whenever I need. He's a great friend. I came into it knowing that, you know, to use a sports metaphor, do you want to be the guy who steps in right after Joe Gibbs, you know, or do you want to be the guy who replaces that guy? I knew what I was getting into. I knew it was going to be a big challenge, and, you know, it is what it is.